All right. So let's start today. This is one of the things that kind of bothered me um, on these games from the California Classic to this first game. I'm obviously very proud of these kids. You know, there's a minimum thing that bothers me, but outside of that, everything is going Lakers' way. Um, Lakers, the summer league team is defeating teams with, um, first and second round picks, and so that has to count for something. Now, one of the problems I'm having is today. This last game, last night, because it's already um, after 12 where I'm at. So I'm going to say last night game between the Summer League Lakers and the Summer League Suns. There was obviously, obviously, um, height advantage um, from the Suns team, and not because the Suns didn't have. I mean, not because the Lakers didn't have a 7-footer who can counter the 6'10", 6'11" guys on the Suns. It's because for some reason Romaro Gill um, hasn't been playing. I don't know why is that. I don't know if he's sick or something. He's been in the bench. I've seen him in the bench, and I don't understand why he's not there. Um, where you could have him on the floor and have somebody like Child that is a 3-point shooter go to the 3-point line instead of trying to uh, make all his game from the center position, or Kaycock. Kaycock, obviously, he's a good player, but the problem is that he's 6'7", maybe 6'8". And, as much as he's a hard worker. He's a hard worker. Um, he's trying to shoot from the outside, as we have seen in the summer league, but we know what he is capable of because he's been already playing for the team. Not just playing for the South Bay Lakers, but also playing with the big team, the LA Lakers. So we are very familiar with him, and you could say, well, um, Jalen Smith is very familiar for the Suns. They used him. Uh, yeah, that's true. But I think, at least I thought, we moved on from uh, seeing Kaycock as a viable prospect for what we want to have in the Lakers. So, like, he could be a great G League player, but it's going to be really difficult unless he develops that outside shot for him to play any other role, any other position. than what we have seen him play. Now, that doesn't mean it won't happen. I saw, we saw him doing attempts from three. He made one, I believe, and so it's all part of that, you know. But so I don't know. I don't know what you think about this, but it's. I mean, from now, what I see is that pretty much Austin Reeves looks like he can handle um, the summer league pretty well. He scored 11 points, but we had McClung scoring also 10, and I can't remember who was the other one. Let me see. Reeves was at 11. Robinson had 9. Um, uh, Big Law, he couldn't score, but he had 7 rebounds. Keiko, 13 points and 7 rebounds and 3 assists. McClung, like I said, 10 points, 4 rebounds. But he made a few uh, mistakes there. Now, Reeves with 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, was kind of like the guy who stole the show at the end because he scored in the last second a shot that gave the summer team um, you know the it was the winning shot. Now, why um, we didn't dominate this team more? Um, you can make your own conclusions if you watch the game. But I think that part of it was we were unable to stop the big guys inside because we didn't have a guy tall enough to uh, confront them. And that's why I do not understand why Romaro Gill wasn't there. If you don't know who Romaro Gill he's a 7 feet 2 center. He was the center for the Seton Hall team. I'm sorry, Seton Hall team, and his thing is he can block pretty much every shot you have around, and he is a pick and roll center. He's very good at that, and for some reason, um, we have him there, but we don't use him, even when it would be good to use him because he would create a mismatch, and he would seal basically the rim, uh, at least in close distance. For Jalen Smith, won't be as easy as it was with Keiko if we would have used um, Romaro Hill. Gil. I'm sorry. Sorry for mixing up the names, but you know. So I wonder why. What do you guys think? If anybody have heard any news, I haven't. I looked for it to see if he was doing okay. He wasn't doing okay. He's been in every game, sitting on the bench. Um, at this point, I would be kind of starting to bother the coach and say, "Hey, when is my chance? When am I going in? I could have, I could have gotten some blocks today. You know, in I don't know. Maybe it's the Puerto Rican thing in me. I would be uh, bothering the coach to see if he lets me in because you know I don't see um, why this is going on. Did you notice? Are there two Jalen Smith, or is it me on the Suns? We should get one of those two, so to avoid any confusions or something. All right, so Kong was very active, but sometimes was kind of erratic. But I would say that I like what I saw from Jay Robinson, um, from Reeves, from Law. I like Keiko. Don't get me wrong. I like him. If he develops that 3-point shot, that will make him a guy who would probably jump into a Lakers rotation soon, right? Because if he's a 6'7" guy and he can like guard um you know power forwards, and he can guard maybe even small forwards, uh, guys his height, and maybe between his height and 6'10", then he's got a bright future. If not, it's going to be difficult because even though he's really good, he's too short for the position he plays, and you know that story. Um, I think people in different podcasts have talked about that. People in different live shows, Lakers shows, have mentioned that before. I did mention it before. Um, I'm. It was also, you know, something that bothered me that you know, if you can have uh, input in Costa's Antetokounmpo, the energy of Keiko, you would have, Giannis uh, 2.0 definitely, because Costas have the moves. He has every move that Giannis does. Costas can do it. The problem is that he won't. He won't. He's not looking for the ball. He's not looking to score. He's too shy, and he doesn't move enough to look for things. He doesn't, looks aggressive enough. Like when he's aggressive, he does it. He scores, but it's so rare to see him doing anything like that. So even though we got the win, um, and I loved what I saw from the prospects, even though um, uh, I'm not seeing. I'm starting to see some better developed plays, and like some of them are getting used to the pace and all that, and it probably will be as if they keep advancing on the summer league. So there are definitely good qualities you can see of this team. Yayi is still struggling, but he won't be struggling for that long. Like if sometimes the pressure kind of goes to you. You are in the summer league. You're supposed to be one of those two-way contracts. So a lot of um, what would I call a lot of pressure going to you. I don't see Brown. I don't see why Brown is not included here. Because I saw Brown scoring a few. You see, Brown scored uh, 11 points also. Let me see. Yeah. So Kaycock had 13. McClung had 10. Reeves had 11. Robinson had 9. And Brown had 11 also. And Childs had 6 only. But Childs, he's not playing his position. He's not playing his position. And that's why I'm like, let Child and uh, play the power forward and don't move him as a center. Bring uh, uh, Gil into play. You know, Gil is 7'2". Somebody told me in another chat that there was no 7-footers in the Lakers roster summer league. No, that's not true. We have Romaro Gill, and Romaro Gill is 7 feet 2 inches. He's a 7-footer. He is uh, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar size. He is um, 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 he's the size of JaVale McGee. He is a tall guy who who is good defender, who is good at the pick and roll, which is something we were aiming to get. Obviously, now that we have Dwight Howard, we have a 6'10" guy, but a 6'10" guy who can do that. And we have also Marc Gasol, and but look, I mean, this kid may have to prove himself on the G League. Hopefully, he makes the cut to the G League because why not? Why not? Why not invest in this kid? This kid is a good defender. He's a good roller. He makes good picks. His fundamentals are there. He's not a big scorer, but in the at least in the G League, he can develop as a scorer. and he can develop as a player. So I hope they get him to the G League. But another thing is, this is the kind of center, if you develop him for the NBA, you can move again um, Anthony Davis to the power forward position, which he likes better, and have a footer with a long wingspan. I can't remember, how long of a wingspan he's got, but you can tell, looking at his body, that his wingspan is is something else. Maybe not like Anthony Davis. I'm not sure, but you have a 7 footer like that blocks everything that goes close to the rim, and you have Anthony Davis, then you can have that locked on defense that the Lakers had when they won the championship. Also, you will have then, aside from pretty much getting Dwight Howard, you'll have a lot of people with a lot of experience. Uh, you know, okay, this is what I'm making a case for. I think the last 3 spots should be for rookies. And I'm not sure if Gil is gonna be that guy because they are not even putting him to play in the summer league, which I completely think that that's not something. It's not the wisest thing, because you want. I don't. To me, the summer league title is not so much an important thing as it is developing those kids. But I digress on that. So what I'm trying to say is, whoever you bring rookies, bring rookies, or bring somebody you think, uh, I don't know, somebody who didn't make the cut for the contracts, but the Lakers are interested in filling that position, something like that. You can't keep putting, I don't know, players that are not really gonna play, and you need probably some 6'8" dude. So put Jolly Childs, because he would be excellent because Yoli Childs is a 3-point shooter. He's a 40+% 3-point shooter, and obviously in the summer league he's not going to shoot that many threes because he's working down on the paint. Um, but he's a versatile guy. He can learn a lot from uh, guys like Carmelo Anthony, Anthony Davis, LeBron James himself, and so it would be a nice guy to have because though we have a younger roster than what um, people, ignorant people, say we have. Um, we gotta also try to have that university of basketball minds, not only in the coaching staff, but Westbrook, LeBron, and get really young guys there to learn because I mean Kendrick Nunn and Malik Monk They are young, but they already have experience. Obviously, they are gonna get more here, but but um, but we need a few more of those young guys, so they can absorb a lot. And when our guys retire, we have at least, you know, maybe 4 or 5 guys who absorbed all that knowledge, and now they can, pass it on to other new guys, stuff like that. I don't know. Um, I'm gonna leave it here. Um, I really like what I'm watching from prospects. I'm not so sure from the coaching staff. I think I don't know. I don't know what the purpose is right now of the summer league other than developing, and watching guys. But you can't sell your capabilities if you are not on the floor. And that's all I'm saying. For Romaro Gill to display his defensive uh, prowess, he's got to be in the game. He can't do that any of that on the bench, and so that's what I'm waiting for to look how he looks on the court. Give him 10 minutes on the court, and keep Kaycock the rest, and Child uh, the rest of the time. But give this kid a chance and see what he can do. All right. So, Laker fans, take care of each other. Take care of yourself. May God bless you. And go Lakers. Bye bye.